There were 3 failing actors and they decided to make a podcast, and here it is.
Episode 2.
Episode 2.
Congratulations, you made it this far. I'm kind of impressed. Actor to my left, introduce yourself.
It's Jack Cherry.
And what do you do, Jack Cherry?
They heard about that in the last one. They heard what I did. What am I about this week? Well, I'm all about party cake.
All about that pie cake. Actor to my right, introduce yourself.
Guten Tag. Alright, Victor. Failing actor, still.
Still failing.
Haven't had any success since last week, so yeah.
And I'm your kind of host, kind of not host, Jordan Matthews. Professional failing actor. All round good guy. So what we're going to do to start off this little cheeky podcast is a bit of revenge. If you guys remember from last week, and if you've listened to this one before last week's one, then let's just go back and listen to that one, because I did that with Hellboy and I got some abuse for it. Is a little cheeky game we like to play called 3 Things I Hate About My Passion. And then last week it was Jack who had to speak about Pulp Fiction.
It was my turn, and they picked Pulp Fiction, even though I undyingly love Pulp Fiction, and I had to pick it apart.
I'm pretty sure it was Victor who chose Pulp Fiction
yeah.
as the
We know
hatred.
that now.
So the revenge time is put onto Victor now.
Yeah.
And I've got an idea. I want to run this by you, okay?
Victor.
Hit me with the best
No,
shot.
I think I know. I think we talked about it. We've already talked about it.
So the rules of this game, just
Conspiracy.
for anyone who hasn't heard the first one, it's really simple. We ask one person each week, this week's Victor, about a passion, something they really truly love, and make them say 3 things they hate about that passion. And do you want to say it, Jack, or do you want me to say it?
No, you say it. You have the honours.
So Victor, we need you to talk a little bit about trains.
And what you hate about
No,
them.
first of all, what do you love about trains? Talk about your cheeky little obsession
Alright,
with trains.
so my obsession isn't mainly about actual like Southern Rail. I might have to say something. Oh, fuck, I've said Southern Rail.
That's another lawsuit.
We've already got pasta in there for the last one.
Road to nowhere sort of trains. I'm talking about steam trains and like old timey trains.
Yeah.
Fucking love trains.
So why do you love those trains? What is it about them that gets you going?
I ain't got a lob on for trains. I just really like them. Like, I like the old feel to them. I don't know, just sort of they look comfortable. They look classy, sophisticated. They look cool. You get to see a lot of countryside and things like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So the big question then is, what are the 3 things you hate about these?
Go on, Victor.
Trains.
Tell us 3 whole things you hate about.
Watch with
about
glee.
trains. Look on.
I didn't think they were going to shoot me with the train shot. Okay. Steaming.
Don't go off tracks, man.
Train buttons.
It's quite easy to get side railed.
Alright. Now we've done some heavy puns. Things I hate about trains. Ooh. I hate late steam trains, I guess. Like, it should be on time. Like, I don't know who's in control, but
What do you mean?
Who's in control? You mean like the conductor of the train?
The
or
driver.
I guess I don't know. It's like a communal sort of like everyone's not pulling their weight when they're not on time.
Okay. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that
So late trains.
socialist
Yeah, I think
outlook.
that's like everyone can relate to, like late trains.
There's always some like selfish cunt sort of like just knocking about in the train station. Not the ones who like killing themselves and that, but like the
Where did that come from?
No, I'm just saying like
Yeah.
delaying the train rides. Like
Oh, okay, like people jumping on and off the train, or like I know exactly what you mean, like playing around on tracks and stuff.
Like I'm not having like fucking pissing off the people that like depressed and that, but like the ones just playing like football on the train tracks.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Ruining. Does that count as 2? Is that...
That's
Yeah,
you've
I
got
count
2
that.
there.
count as 2?
So you've got one more.
You got one more.
I don't know. Lateness, cunts on the track. Shitting on trains, I guess.
Shitting on trains.
Yeah, because it's not.
What, you shitting on
Or
trains?
I don't mind.
people.
It's like too much. I went on one train in India, and it was a hole in the floor.
Well, you can see the tracks underneath, like going by.
I saw the hole in the floor. I didn't go into detail. I'm not using this.
Why did you not? Why did you not investigate?
Why
would you not?
Because you can smell it.
Yeah, you could
can't-
probably smell it before when you got to the station.
Yeah.
The truck train had even pulled up. Right. But what I'm saying is, why didn't you? That's amazing. Why did you not shit in a hole that was literally just going onto the moving tracks?
I don't know. Like
I would jump at that.
it was a dirty.
Bucket list.
It was a dirty. Like the place on the train where we were was like a shelf with a padded shelf, and it was quite nice. And that was quite a cool steam train, I guess. It was like I had a good sleep on it, but like shitting on a train, it was like you can smell it from a good half a carriage away.
You know that classic thing on a train where someone tries going to the toilet and the door won't close, or it opens part way through? It's just so awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then imagine that when all they're shitting into is just a big
It's
hole.
a big hole.
A big hole in the train.
Yeah. I don't know what happened to all them shits. I don't know. They just literally just
They
land
just
straight
sit
on
on
the.
the track.
It's probably
I
like.
used to think that as a kid that's what happened on planes.
I
They
still
just
think
they
that
just
now.
let it out,
I
and
still
like
think that now.
That's
occasionally someone would get a dump like hit on them.
Someone would get hit by a poo.
Yeah.
That's probably like why they have quite a lot of curry in India as well. Like just so it slops straight out onto the
Slops out
track.
and
It's
sloppy.
quick poo. Like
Yeah, it just dries up nice and quick.
they
No
don't
one
want to sit
notices.
around. Yeah.
Savage.
Well, those are your three things you.
Yeah, I did
hate
it. I
about-
managed it.
Actually,
Yeah.
you did that quite quickly.
I know, I
was
was
I was going to
impressed.
say that didn't feel like nearly as much as a punishment as I wanted it to.
As from the.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, because you said trains in general, I was sort of able to go into more modern trains, but I really like trains. Yeah, it's quite.
Yeah.
Alright,
So-
Yeah,
I'll
so
give it that.
as you two have done that one now, so we won't be doing that one next week.
We will.
It's debatable. We'll see how it goes. See how
Believe
it
it's
feels during
Jordan's
the week.
turn.
Jordan's turn next week.
Yeah, it's definitely Jordan's
You
turn.
guys
next
got
week.
ideas or not for that one? Don't obviously reveal them to me now. I don't want to be prepared.
Yeah, no, I've got.
You got a good one.
I've got an idea.
That sounds
All right.
I've got an
Before we move on, we have a. What's that?
For the listeners, Jack's got a cynical grin on his face.
This has been a bit fun. Before we move on to our next section, we have a cheeky sponsorship, same as last week, from V-Man Adverts, I believe it is.
Hiya, Tiny Graham Michaels here. Are you tired of getting the shit beat out of you on a daily basis? Are your bullies really mean? Well, what are you waiting for? Come on down to Barely Legal Bludgeons and find the right bully buster for you. We got the Spiky Bludgeon, the Bludgeon Almighty, and my favourite, the Lawsuit. So order yours today at www.barelylegalbludgeons.com. Thank you.
As our sponsor
That's amazing.
for V-Man Adverts.
The production value in that just keeps going
It
up.
just keeps getting so high right now.
So high.
So we'd like to do a very serious section now called Topic of the Day. Jack, would you like to introduce the topic?
Well, it's not necessarily topic of the day. I'd say it was topic of the week.
It's a good one.
So, as some of you may know, on the 5th of September 1977, Voyager 1 was launched by NASA to do deep space exploration and signalling back and forth between Earth.
Mm-hmm.
That was quite a long time ago. I don't know how many would it be now?
1977.
Yeah,
30 years.
30 years. No, more than that. 40 years.
30 years.
40 years.
1977.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Quick maths.
40 years.
I did that too quick, didn't I? I was trying to show off my maths skill. It's not my strong point.
So they fired it 40 years ago. This week they made contact with it again, and for the first time in 37 years, they have fired the backup thrusters. I believe they're called. I think the actual name for it. Give me 2 seconds, because I was just reading it. Is by firing a set of backup thrusters on Voyager 1, which is quite spectacular.
It's pretty crazy.
Put that into context, right? So the interstellar probe is 13 billion miles away from Earth. That's not even in the Milky Way. That's so inconceivably far.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So that leads us on to our topic of the day, which is aliens. Yay or nay?
Yay or nay?
Yay or nay? Do you think aliens exist?
I reckon they have to.
Yeah, I have to say yay.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to be like clever or anything.
Oh
but,
no,
like,
yeah, no. So I'm not talking flying saucer aliens, probe up the butt. Talking any type of aliens. So you're a yay?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I'd say I'm a yay, but I can't be sure of it. I think it's plausible.
For that reason, I'm also a yay.
But we're in agreement of it, but I think for different reasons. But for me, like, to think that in terms of extraterrestrial life, to just confine existence, like us living,
Yeah.
and walking around, just to the one planet in the in this whole universe that's forever expanding and forever doing all sorts of crazy shit, is just so nuts. I think.
Yeah.
But people just be like, they can't be aliens.
Do you reckon aliens would be impressed by Earth, or they'd be a bit like, eh?
Be like, Earth go hard.
Earth go hard?
hard.
Or Earth go,
I don't know, probably not.
I think they'd be disappointed.
They'd be disappointed in
I
us.
think they'd
Yeah.
be disappointed.
I think they look at us like getting like fucking smashed and like injecting stuff into ourselves and fucking wanking
Yeah,
off
but
all
surely-
the
They
time.
might be like party
But
aliens.
surely,
They might.
like, in an alien society, they'd have that as well. They'd have things that they frown upon.
I don't know, because maybe like their idea of is all about meaning. Like for most people, it's all about happiness, I guess. But for aliens, it's more about being one, all going in the same direction.
Oh, they might not be
They're
a
too-
singular.
They're too
motives.
smart for us, and they'd be like, "Oh, what these fucking?" We'd be like rats to them or something.
Well, we don't know that, though, do we?
So if aliens came to Earth right now and they were going to blow up the entire Earth,
Yeah.
you had to convince them, and you're the one person, or you two together can be,
All
to
right.
convince them
There's not a lot of
that
convincing.
there's
to
no
happen
point
right now.
blowing up Earth. There's a good reason to keep Earth around.
Do you want to
What
be?
would
Do
you-
you want to be the alien?
Yeah, man.
Oh, so if we have to give you one reason why you shouldn't blow Earth
But you've got to
up.
convince me as an alien.
Alright.
I'm using my I use my human
Human language
connection language translator.
You're right, Xenu.
Xenu.
Hello.
Hi, Xenu.
Hi.
Okay, so we've heard on the radio that you really want to destroy Earth.
Kaboom! Gone.
Yeah, gone.
Yes.
Totally
Yes.
gone. Okay. Have you ever smoked pot?
No.
No. All right. And that's it. That's all I'd say.
That's your.
I just
go.
pull out a big old bag of hash and just be like, "Here we go." And then they'd be like, "Well, we need to blow up Earth anymore." I don't know.
When
maybe
they use this as a
wouldn't
big
blow
farm,
up.
though, then.
What, just to grow weed?
Yeah, to use Earth as a weed growing
Yeah,
farm.
but how? Oh no, maybe. Yeah, but then we could give it to them and be like, "This is how you do it. This is how you plant it."
And then they don't need Earth anymore.
Yeah, but
They've what? You failed. I
but
feel
you
like.
could infinitely poke
Death to
holes.
humans.
You could infinitely poke holes in that, though. You could be like, "This is a pencil. Have you seen a pencil before?" And they're like, "Oh no!" But you could teach me how to make a pencil, and then we teach them how to make a pencil. They go, "Well, fuck you! I know how to make a pencil now, so I'll."
If
fucking
that's
blow
using
you
like
up."
material goods to try and buy them over, you could use something else.
What about this?
What?
Okay.
Have you heard my new song, Xenu?
No.
You should check out the music down here. It's pretty good.
Okay.
Then I play him some like MP3s and stuff, and just like
What songs would you play?
What? Playing some MP3 file.
What songs would you choose?
I'll give him a bit of a mix. I'll get maybe a bit of. I don't want to say Mozart, 'cause that's just a bit like, oh, what's this? We can do this on our computer now. Maybe some David Bowie, or I reckon, I don't know. I think aliens would like David Bowie because it's out there,
It's a bit mental.
It's like
It's a bit
this is
mental.
human music.
This is human music.
Yeah.
It sounds a lot like what we're making up there.
I think music could be a good reason why not to.
But then,
Love that.
like I'm saying, like they'd have their own music.
Yeah.
They might not be into art though. Like art's quite a conscious, I don't know, like creative part of. Maybe they don't have that part of the mind. Maybe they're just all logic. And they'd be like, "Whoa, what's this?" And that will grow in their head or something. Just like a art tumour.
But as a society, wouldn't they have? They'd have something that they consider art. Surely, maybe not what we consider
It's
art.
about how they work. Think of like a colony of ants.
Yeah, but even they must. Yeah, but I don't know the ins and outs of freaking ant colony, but even they must have something they do for fun, surely.
What,
So like
ants or-
dolphins,
oh.
I know dolphins are pretty intelligent beings, but they like chew puffer fishes to get high and have sex with each other and all sorts of random shit.
Yeah,
So-
they live in the Sesh life, the
yeah,
dolphins.
the dolphins
Those
are
are
living
true
in the
sessions.
Sesh life.
Yeah. No, it's fair shout. They might do then, but it's a new type of art to them. They might not have experienced before.
That's true.
Then again, they may never have experienced getting high.
We'd probably show them some good scenery as well, because their planet probably looks much different. We'd be like, oh look, this is like Iceland and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Iceland, Asia,
and that.
China.
Yeah, I think you guys have convinced me not to blow up Earth for now, at least.
Right. Okay.
Experience it a little bit, I think.
But take this into consideration.
Mhm.
Maybe what we do first is give them the pot.
Yeah,
smoke
and
the
then
pot,
show
and
them
then
the
be
art.
like, now look at there's all this music.
Yeah,
we've got all these landscapes.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, that's the best plan. Combining the two, I feel, is the way to go. Can I get a cheeky little jingle for Situation Escape?
Yeah, you can. Situation escape. Yeah, we're gonna escape from this situation. It's a situational escape.
So this is a little game we like to play, where two people will hit one of the other of the three fail actors into a tricky situation, and they have to improvise their way out of it.
You have to get out of the situation.
Last week we had Victor very successfully navigate his way to a trifle, I think it was, wasn't it?
No, he wanted the sausages.
Oh,
but
the
he left-
sausages and the
But
trifle.
then he left with the trifle.
He left with the trifle.
And the sausages.
And the sausages. He got all of it,
Did you
man.
get the sausages as
I
well?
think I
He
did.
did. He did. He got the sausages first. Then
Yeah.
he had to cut a trifle off a little
and then he got
kid.
the trifle from the kid.
And he pulled
Yeah,
the...
I'm not a hungry man, you know. Gone home with a full stomach.
games.
This week is actually my turn.
Yeah, it is. Your turn.
So I'll let you guys take it away.
Okay.
Go on, me. I'll let you take the lead.
What situation you want to place me?
All right. So you're drunk. You're really drunk.
Mm-hmm. So usual day.
On a scale of 1 to 10.
I reckon.
Am I like blackout or?
You're 8, so you can sort of navigate. You can walk
There's a
around,
whole side here, isn't
You're
there?
around,
yeah.
That's a heavy, yeah.
and you're you.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you're in a gay brothel.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know how you got there.
Mm-hmm.
You're not into that.
Mm-hmm.
For the listeners, he's a straight man. And
Send me your love letters.
you're in there, and you want to find your way drunk, to the kebab shop.
Okay, so I want to get to the kebab shop, but I'm in a gay
Yeah.
brothel, but I'm drunk.
Yeah.
So I think very differently when I'm drunk.
I can imagine.
Like
Especially an 8.
an 8 drunk. So I tend to just go along with what people say if I'm drunk. But I'm trying to navigate my way out. So am I in a room? Like, is anyone else in there?
You're in
with
a
me?
big room.
I'm in a big
like
room.
a really big room.
Big double bed in there, I'm assuming.
No, not like a. I mean, like.
You're in the orgy room.
Yeah, you're in a.
Oh,
massive,
okay. Is
you're in
anyone...
a huge room?
Yeah, you've already paid for some reason. You're drunk.
I've really lost money in
Yeah.
this situation.
You've already paid to come in.
Okay.
And like what it's like an all-you-can-eat buffet, basically.
Yeah, okay.
With,
I'm gonna
with penises.
very slowly back.
And there's also an all-you-can-eat buffet.
Oh,
So you're not only
I might be a bit hungry though.
But
If I'm
only,
like,
only erotic shaped foods.
oh, like
Cocktail sausages.
I'm gonna head past the buffet because I'm drunk, so I'm quite hungry at this point.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick up a seemingly untouched kind of chicken drumstick.
Seemingly untouched.
Like I'm hoping it's not got anything on it.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna pick up a couple of those for the journey to help
Yeah.
me get to the kebab shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna munch on those whilst looking for a door. Do I see a door I can go through?
Oh, you've gone to go near the door.
Yeah.
Gary the glitter
Oh god, not Gary.
nose
Yeah.
has spotted you from the distance. Oh, hi.
I'm going to gesture to my mouth that it's full because I've been eating chicken, so I can't really speak. I'm going to do that weird thing where you're like, like as if I'll speak after I've finished chewing, but all the time I'm going to be moving towards the door.
Did you you want to come in over here?
I can't like chew this food anymore. It's like mush. I've swallowed it. I'm afraid. I'm so hungry right now. I really fancy a kebab. You know, you get those need for a kebab all of a sudden. So I'm just going to pop out. I'm going to be right back, Gary, my good close companion.
Oh, okay. You know what? I really want a kebab too, actually.
Oh, do you now?
How
How about I bring you back a kebab?
Oh.
If you give me an order and I'll come back.
Yeah, you're not going to leave me.
No. I never leave a Gary behind.
Oh, good. Getting heat there. Okay, that's fine. I'll see you in a second.
Cool. Just for reference, my own frame of mind, we haven't got started yet with anything, have we? We haven't got jiggy.
No.
People are getting jiggy.
Yeah.
So everyone around's me getting. I'm fully clothed, right?
Sort of. I mean,
You don't have your socks on. You
No,
got
just-
everything. You got your shoes. You got your
Just not my
trousers.
socks.
Just not your socks. You
Right,
don't know how.
I'm going to make a tactical decision and leave the socks. I'm not going back for those
Okay,
socks.
that's fine.
So I'm going to head out. I'm going to head out this door.
just as you head out the door,
Oh God, he's
Michael comes over.
not Michael.
He's wearing a sock.
He's wearing one of my socks.
Yep, round his penis
Around his penis.
Yeah. and balls.
And he says to you, don't you want this back?
Say, they're actually not mine. They're my spare ones I brought. They're my friends who I've left at the kebab shop. I'm meeting up with them to bring them back here. I'm going to bring you guys some more customers
Oh.
who are really into it. And that's actually my good friend Jack's sock, who's just so into this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Big fan of Gary and all his
Okay,
glitter.
no problem. I mean, if you're going to the kebab shop, could you pick me up a kebab?
Of
and
course.
I've got a couple of friends who were talking about getting a kebab earlier.
Yeah.
Oh,
Could you
is he getting kebabs?
Yeah. No, Gary.
Yeah.
He is Gary.
Oh, yeah?
He said he was gonna. Is he getting you a kebab?
Yeah, he said he would.
Oh. Well, how? Have you told him? Have you told him what you want?
Yeah, I didn't mention it, but I just assumed he knew I was a Donna man.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
yeah.
I did.
Okay.
That's a pound rubble.
I'd like a mixed doner, please,
Mm-hmm.
with everything.
Yeah.
With literally everything. 2 of my friends were talking about having just lamb doners,
Mhm.
very small lamb doners
Small.
with the pitta and
Mm-hmm.
all of that.
Yeah.
Jeff, can you just find out what Jeff wants?
Can I just have some chips?
Okay, just some chips.
Some chips. Yeah,
just some chips
that's
for
fine, Jeff.
So can you just read me back what we've?
Yep, of course I can. Some chips,
Uh-huh.
2 small lamb kebabs,
With yeah.
which is the bit pitta.
Yeah.
A very large mixed one with absolutely everything.
Yep.
And then a doner for my good friend Gary.
Right. Okay, you got it.
Is that actually right?
That is
yeah, it is.
right.
Obviously,
That is
it's
correct.
Obviously, it's
Okay,
right.
all right.
I know what I'm doing.
Great. So as you
Leave.
leave,
Yeah.
you realise that there aren't any taxis outside,
Mm-hmm.
and you go to pack your pockets, and there is no phone in your pocket.
I have no phone as
You
well.
have no phone.
Okay. I'm gonna turn left and walk.
You're just going to start walking.
Let's start walking, man. This is what I would do if I was drunk right now. I just walk.
Oh yeah, I forgot that you're an.
Yeah, so I'm walking fairly straight. I'm stumbling a little bit, but not too much. I'm just gonna walk left and forward.
You're just going to keep going.
Just gonna keep going. Occasionally, I'm gonna scream out, just hey. Just hope there's a
Hey.
yeah, hey.
To be fair, I think you escaped that. You did.
Well, I haven't
promise-
got to the kebab shop yet.
Well,
I want a kebab.
you'll
How
never-
long will you be walking for?
So I find a kebab shop, or someone to give me a lift to a kebab shop at least.
Okay, all right.
I've escaped the main problem.
60 minutes pass from when you left the
Yeah.
brothel. Okay,
Mhm.
you see a very very faint lights in the distance. What you think is the kebab shop, and as
Mhm.
you get closer, it is a kebab shop. It is in fact the worst kebab shop in the whole world.
Yeah.
They have a food hygiene rating of like a 1/4 of a star.
Mhm.
But you're so hungry for this kebab. See,
Well, I think at a rating of 8 drunk, So I was probably sobered up a bit to like a 7 by now.
Yeah, from that walk.
I think at that point, the worse the kebab, the better it tastes when you're drunk. Like a real horrible greasy kebab is nicer than a proper kebab. So I'd just walk straight up in there. Do I have a wallet on me or do I not? I've just put myself in a fucking hole here.
But you spent all your money and all you can find is a used condom.
Used condom. Oh, that's...
All you can find is a used condom and Gary's card.
Oh, God.
And they take contactless.
Contactless.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, Gary's like card. Oh, it says Gary's wallet. I've got nice. Right, yeah, I'm going to order myself a kebab. None of the others are getting a kebab. I'm not going to order any of them a kebab.
What are you going to do with Gary's card?
I'm going to use Gary's card contactless to pay for my food.
But then what are you going to do with it?
Well, with his card, probably going to shopping spree the next day. Like, once I've sobered up a little bit. Like, is there any taxi places which take card? I'd find one. If not, I'm going to make one. I'm going to be rich. But can we say, I felt you're pretty good there. I got a kebab out of it for free.
Yeah,
you
I
did
think
promise,
you've done it. Yeah.
like, several men that they would get a kebab. And
Yeah,
I'm sure
I took inspiration from what Victor did and just lied the whole time.
You're never under really any threat, I guess. But, like, obviously...
You were put in certain awkward situations.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I've lost my socks.
Especially drunk. If somebody was like, can you get me a kebab? But you really want to leave. And you're like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure, I'll be
yeah.
back. Yeah.
By the way, for the podcast, like, all these characters were fictional except for Jordan.
Yeah, certainly. But I have never so far woken up in a brothel of any sorts yet. That's next weekend. So before we move on, I can hear a advert starting to play in the background. Is that a V-Man advert?
Hearts collide, tensions rise in an all-new made-in celebrity self-love show. We get 20 single heterosexual males and place them in a house with just watermelons and count down the clock until they start fucking them. But all is not what it seems, as we've hidden tiny little penis roulette cutters inside the watermelons every week. Tune in every day as they play Last Cock Standing, coming soon to your television.
It's amazing.
That's amazing. Can I get a cheeky little jingle on Jacko for Who Shat in Your Porridge?
Who the fuck shat in your porridge?
that's the jingle.
That was it.
I like it. That's staying for future.
That was like an aggressive guy, like Terrence or something, like angry with his name.
Angry got named Terrence.
Yeah.
So this is a section where we vent our frustration at someone who shat in our porridge during the week. Last week, I can't actually remember who we had. We had a little kid for
We
you,
had
didn't
that little fuckhead untie my shoe, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Piece of shit.
I had just work people.
You generally took things out on your place of work, yeah.
And you had
A drinking problem.
a drink. You've got a drinking problem.
You have a drink.
So we'll start with you, Jack. Then who's shat in your porridge this week?
This week?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, who hasn't shat my porridge this week? Shit, man. So fucking much. So I had my Christmas do with the place of work where I work this week, and I showed up early. Just because I wanted a beer. Do you know what I mean? I wanted to sit and have a beer by myself. It's a nice, relaxing thing to do. So I had a beer. Everybody else rocks up, and we had a couple of under 18s. So we went bowling. We went bowling for this Christmas do because we've got under 18s working for us. So obviously you can't just take them to a bar. And one of he had just turned 18 actually. To be fair to him, right? He's still a couple months 18.
A minor.
Huh?
A minor.
Still a minor, yeah. He's 18, so he's old enough to drink, whatever. Came with 3 other 18-year-olds, right? He'd been 18 for a while. They go out drinking quite often. He was absolutely fucked. He was smashed. Absolutely smashed, right? And it somehow fell upon me
To babysit.
to fucking babysit this little shit.
Wow.
Oh no, man! And I just think it's unfair because it's a work studio. Do you know what I mean? The managers who run the store day in and day out are there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They just want to be able to have a drink and bowl and go for a drink after or whatever.
Yeah.
But now, like, I've just got to look after this, and he's like, I don't know if he'll listen to it, but he's fat. He is. He's a big lad, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, so we finished bowling, still drinking all the way through, right?
Mhm.
And then we walk over to the rocking horse. Oh shit! Probably shouldn't have.
It's fine.
It's fine. So we walk over to another bar.
Which we just made up on the spot.
We walk over to another bar.
Yeah.
But on the way there, we stop at a bar because one of the guys who works for us is also a bouncer of an evening, just for some extra cash. And he sees a couple of his mates bouncing a new bar. He stops and talks to them. And I say to them, "Hello, boys. I've had a couple of pints. Can I come in for a piss?" And they're like, "Yeah, go on in. It's fine. It's just straight up the stairs." Michael, who somehow magically trailed along with us, is like, "I'm fucking coming for a piss too." But what he didn't understand was it was a bar. It was like a classy bar.
Mm-hmm.
There were older people in there having a nice drink. Do you know what I mean?
It was a nice bar.
It's a nice bar. Do you know, it's not like
Yeah.
a club. It wasn't a club,
Mhm.
right? So I walk up the stairs and go into the toilet. Do you know what I mean? Start having a piss, and then he fucking pulls the door open with such force. I could hear it from fucking miles away. You could hear it go, and he stumbles in. Oh, fuck me. Honestly. But then at the end of the night, he got kicked out of the bar that we made it to.
Mm-hmm.
We
being
pretended to be
too
shocked. Did you just fucking like?
No,
You just
but
like,
at the end, I was leaving. I was going home at about midnight.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I just couldn't be fucked to stay out.
No,
So I was
baby-
like, I'm going home.
Babysitting on a night out is just grim in general.
It was just fucking shit,
So
innit?
I had a mate. I only knew him of the people going out clubbing. I only knew two of my mates going clubbing, and these two girls I hadn't met before,
Yeah.
who one of them knew. They knew fairly well. Did pre-drinks, and he drank a whole bottle of Gordon's. Got absolutely smashed.
Oh,
and considering
dear.
he's the only way I know these two girls were going with, I'd feel really awkward if he wasn't there. So he got on the train on the way into Brighton,
Right.
going clubbing. He froze up on the train.
Oh no.
Doesn't even really realise he's completely gone by this point. So he hid it under some newspaper because the ticket guy was coming up and down.
Right.
And we moved over. And we got out into Brighton, and the first thing he said was, "I want to go home." I was like, "For fuck's sake!" We just got into Brighton. It's like, "No, we're not going home." So we went down the main street out of Brighton, and there used to be a club called Smack. It's changed name now. I don't know what it's
I can't
called.
remember what it's called.
But it was free entry. So right, we get him in there. We'll drink some water.
Free entry into
Free entry.
Smack.
drink some water and sober him up, so we can go down to where we want to go. Clubbing.
Yeah.
So let everyone through, and he's the last one through, which was a fucking stupid idea. You know, they've got those little barriers, the little clip barriers.
Yeah.
So they stopped him as he came in and said, "Oh no, mate, you're going this way." And they unclipped the barrier, and he just walked straight back out of the club again, and they closed up behind him. Completely, he didn't even realise what had gone on. He was that drunk.
Oh.
So we go throughout the night, and we managed to get into a club, and I basically spend the entire time babysitting him, and he's like a mess. He's thrown up, and he still somehow gets with one of the girls we went with. It was just how, which is impressive, But yeah, I spent the entire time babysitting him, and then at the very end of the night, he just gets with this random girl. I'm sitting there cool. I'll just be sober in the corner over here.
I've done my job.
I've done my job. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
What kind of convincing would you have to do
To what?
to be like, I've just been sick, but we should definitely get off with each other right now?
I have no idea how. I think she might have just had a massive crush on him.
Was she
What? So she
But,
fucking snubbed him anyway?
So I don't know. It was just.
Oh.
I don't know.
Was she salty potato?
I don't even know what.
Not fuck ugly, but
No, she was right. She was alright. She was
Right.
She was really nice. She was my old school and stuff. I think she was the year below us.
Okay.
Maybe she had a thing for older guys. I don't know. The 1 year older. Anyone chatting your porridge this week, Victor? My friend's really not going to be happy about saying that story. But he's not here, so.
He died.
Yeah, he died.
He didn't.
He
die.
better listen to this podcast, so if he doesn't, I'll be well disappointed.
I don't know if anyone's shatting my porridge again. I don't get pissed off that much. I mean, I work on my own all the time, so if anyone's shatting my porridge, it's usually me. I did my shoulder out last week. It's pretty annoying. Couldn't do any gym lifting. Stomach rumbles. No, I guess I just shit my own porridge on a weekly basis.
Yeah, but your section normally is going to be about yourself.
Yeah.
So what have you done this week then that actually annoyed you?
Done my shoulder out. That's what's pissed me off. But when you want to do stuff every day physically, and you do your shoulder out, and you work physically, it's like
It's a strain.
it's just
Hard to crank one out as well if you've got injured shoulders.
Yeah, I was going to say.
wrong hand.
Yeah, right. Oh, okay. You sound very pleased about that. Big grin on your face, like, oh no, don't worry. I've practiced this.
What about you, Jordan? Anyone shouting your porridge?
I didn't get like super annoyed about it, but I went to the shop just over my road, and then as I came back, I heard someone yell "Oi" behind me. I didn't think it was aimed at me because it was like a fair way back. So I'd crossed the road back over towards my house. I was going down the road and I heard "Oi," and I turned around just to see what was kind of going on, being a bit nosy. And there was a guy in like a bright pink t-shirt with a little dog. I think it was like a Chihuahua type kind of little dog, and he was staring directly at me. And he went, "Oi, yeah, you." I was like, "This is weird. I hope you get hit by a car, you fucking pillock." I was like, "What the hell?" And he just walked off. And I still have no idea
Why
he yelled at me. My only thinking is there's traffic lights.
Were you bike?
No, so I was walking.
Okay.
So there's traffic lights near me. So I didn't go up to the traffic lights, press the button, and then cross. I just looked to see if there's any cars going, and there wasn't, so I crossed. So my only thought is he then tried crossing because he saw me cross as a car was coming or something, and almost get hit.
Why is that your
I know,
fault?
it's not saying it's my fault. This is the only thing that's annoyed me about this guy. And he started yelling and said, "I hope you get hit by a car, you like fucking pillock or whatever."
Okay, firstly,
And then
my
what
problem with this guy is who the fuck calls anyone a pillock anymore?
I know, he was fairly old. He was like getting on a bit. So it's not know if that's a generational thing. But
Pillock.
that's what I got. It didn't like mega annoy me. I kind of found it slightly funny.
But what's so weird about that is, right, is that I'd say at least 80% of people who cross the road do not cross the road at the traffic lights.
Yeah.
At any given point. You just look both ways, you make an ocular decision whether any car is coming either way, and then if it is, and it is safe to cross, then you cross, okay? But if it's not, then you don't cross.
That's the only thing I can think of.
I mean, he could have been like an out-of-work paramedic, like he wanted to save you or something. I don't know.
I want to save me.
Oh,
I wanted me to get hit.
With him though. Oh no, he was wearing a pink shirt.
Pink shirt, little tiny like Chihuahua type dog. And I don't like. Yeah, it's the only reason I can think of, apart from if he just really hates people called Jordan. Right.
Pillock's a funny word.
Pillock is a funny word.
Pillock is
That's why I can partially found it.
He'd never
And
take
my landlady was just standing on the edge of the driveway, just like, what the hell's going on? Like, I don't even know.
I'm a pillock.
I'm a pillock apparently.
I'm a pillock now.
And I'm going to get hit by a car to please this old man. That's what I do. So that's who shat in our porridge this week. We're kind of wondering if any listeners out there have had people shit in their porridge this week. We want to know so we can kind of discuss it seriously and definitely not laugh at people's misfortunes. So we're so professional, we now have an email address. Ooh, professional. It is freefailingactors@gmail.com. The free as in the number 3, not spelled out. So yeah, let us know, and any feedback is useful via email. Any albums you want us to listen to, any improv games, any horrible situations you want to put us in, we have to navigate our way out as a team.
We'll
hit us up and let us know.
You can be as petty as you want.
It is sarcastic.
We will do it. We are failing actors. We have little or no love for ourselves.
We will basically do any job,
including
sexually, but
there's a separate email address for that.
So moving on to our next section, a sound intervention.
A sound intervention.
I feel like most of your intros
get
starting close to the mic and slowly moving back from the mic.
Until I decide there's just a really good one.
He's actually moving further away with his head.
So this section is where once a week one of the members gives an album that the others have to listen to over that week to give a review for on the next podcast. And last week it was Jackie Boy who gave us an album. Do you want to explain that album?
I did give you an album. To kick it off, we went with something that we're all very, we're all massive hip hop heads.
Mm-hmm.
So I went with Ghostface Killer's 1996 release entitled Iron Man.
Iron Man.
I'm a big fan of that album. I'm just gonna go straight in. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, you go first, man.
I'm a massive fan of the Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah.
Forever. Wu-Tang is forever. It's just how it is.
Even their newer stuff? It's forever up until about 1999.
It's forever up until when old dirty bastard dies. No, I'm a massive fan, and then obviously the off branches of that. So you've got Meth, you've got
Meth Man's my
RZA,
favourite.
you've got all of the members.
Yeah.
But Ghostface for me is just something about. Firstly, he sticks in the album. He sticks very true to what I feel is that kind of 90s jazz-esque, sample-ish hip hop.
Yeah, there's loads of jazz influence.
Yeah, so you've got some real nice jazz influence in there, in that kind of in Motherless Child. Is it Motherless Child? I can't remember the sample he uses on it, but it's golden for me. It's a gold album. Ghostface's freaking, is it a Brooklyn accent? Ghostface Killer? Is it Brooklyn?
Ooh. Is it Staten Island? Is it?
Staten Island accent.
Oh, from the song, yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'd have to look it up.
Staten Islanders.
We've done our research.
Yeah.
Totally
research.
done our research. Yeah, he was born in Staten Island, New York City. Yes, so that's Staten Island accent. Massive fan of it. Iron Man was his debut solo career album.
I want to mention that quickly.
Okay.
Do you feel it is a solo album?
No, I don't feel it's a solo album.
I mean, it says featuring on the tour.
Yeah,
on the
like
front,
Break One, and I can't say his name, Capadonna, who I feel isn't he like an affiliate of the Wu-Tang Clan?
Yeah.
He's not an official member, but he kind of is, because he's on like every album and everything.
Right.
But like it is labelled as his first solo album.
Yeah, I just feel like it's the case with every single member of the Wu-Tang. So they got like so with Method Man and RZA and stuff. And even when old Dirty Bastard released Return of the 36 Chambers, it was like there are 3 or 4 solid songs of Ghostface, and the rest are just him and a lot of collaborators, a lot of people on there that you know and the people you like from that. Do you know what I mean? You've just listened to Up from the 36 Chambers, so you know that style already, and he's kind of twisting that up in very good ways. My favourite track on the album is a hard one to pick from, but I think it's Poison. So just him. It's just a him track. There's no features on it. It's Poisonous Darts for me. It's that kind of. Well, I think it's just because even like on the old Wu-Tang records, you've got all those bits of old Chinese movies, and you've got that bit at the beginning where he says, "Let me see you try the water technique." It's just like it makes
you happy.
Yeah, it makes me happy.
Yeah, nostalgia. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, my main worry when you first said what album was going to be was I knew I was going to like Ghostface. Big fan of the Wu-Tang Clan as well. I hadn't actually heard this album before. I've only heard, I think, one of his solo albums before. I think it's 13 Ways to Die, 13 Reasons to Die or something. Quite a while ago, is when I looked at the track list, there was a ton of features. Like, as you said, like every track, but like 4 or whatever, had features. But I was quite pleasantly surprised with none of them seemed out of place. They were kind of fitted in really well.
Yeah.
Even the Mary J. Blige song, her voice is like on point. In that. My personal favourite tracks was Daytona 500. I put that down on. So I've done like a top 3 favourite verses, top 3 favourite beats, and top 3 favourite tracks.
Right.
Daytona was in all of those lists. So favourite beat. The beat is just so good. It's proper strutting music. Did you guys ever play Driver 2? Really random shout out. PlayStation 1 game.
Yes.
Right, so there was a song on there. I have no idea what the song is. which as you got out of your car, your character would strut as he walked, and if that song played, you could time it. So he's like strutting to the beat. It's really sad. Used to do that, but it reminded me of that. Like it's proper strut music. Loved all the verses. My top 3 beats from the album are Fish, Daytona 500, and Iron. Is it Iron Maiden?
Iron Maiden.
Is that
First track on the album,
which is just all dope. Like the whole album, I listened through it. I didn't look at the track list to start with, and it's all got such like a cohesive sound that I noticed when tracks switched. But it came in the same mood. But those 3 kind of almost stuck out as slightly up there for me more. My favourite 3 verses was The Whole of Daytona. I just can't put that as 1 because I'm just obsessed with that song now.
Ghostface,
come on! RZA's verse on Assassination's Day. And Capadonna's verse on Winter Wars. And I was so happy with that verse, I like looked it up on like Rap Genius and everything. Because it just went on and on and on. And I was like, who the fuck is this? Like, so good. And apparently he freestyled the whole thing. Is what he claims.
Really?
So you never know, but like, it's a lot of people saying it was his best ever verse.
Wow.
And to have a freestyle as your best verse, I don't know if that's a compliment or a bad thing though, because you'd really try hard writing, and people are like, it's not as good as your freestyle. But I was really impressed with those. So yeah, overall great album. Almost all positives. Loved Ghostface's flow and energy at the same time. Like he's got crazy energy and his flow's so nice. And my main favourite thing about the album was at the start of most tracks there was like little skits. Which kind of added into the whole storytelling aspect, which I know like even later in his career he gets like more obsessed with. But they were so awesome for setting up like the mood of the whole thing. And there was some, was it The Departed was on there or something? I was like, holy shit, it's like so good. I was so happy with it. The only negatives, which isn't really a negative, so I was talking about the cohesiveness, where it's nice having a cohesive project, but I don't know, it almost felt like one big track at times, where I wasn't getting like loads of different subjects he was hitting on. A lot of it was kind of just classic woo thing, which isn't a bad thing, but I can see some people being like, it's the same thing over and over again type thing. But I like it, I like the style, so I'd give it a good solid like, I don't want to give ratings, but I liked it a lot. It was a good one. Good choice by Jackie Boy, in my opinion.
I enjoyed it. Yeah. I'd never heard this album, but it sort of gave me a bit of 90s nostalgia, 90s hip hop sort of nostalgia. Even though I've never heard it, it's like, this old thing.
This is
And I liked Wildflower, but I felt myself sort of spitting to the beats, like just freestyling along, because I like that sort of the way 90s New York hip hop sounds in your head.
Definitely.
You can sort of just, because you grew up with that, you sort of listen to it. I mean, the couple of things I wasn't sure, like I listened to the album the whole way through. Some of it sort of, I skipped past bits and bobs just because it wasn't as capturing as others. I tend to focus like on the tracks that you like the most, like Wildflower, and you sort of just listen to those over more than the others. You sort of choose your favourites. But no, it was a good overall album. I wouldn't listen to the whole album A to B like I would with some albums, but you can't fault it on a classic hip hop album.
I agree with that, man. Like, it's got so many tracks that I don't think. I mean, you can listen to it the whole way through, but
it's
I don't think many people
for everyone, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. What did you guys think of Rake One and Capadonna's performances then, considering they were like featured on the album on most of the tracks?
Capadonna is not part. He's kind of an affiliate of Wu-Tang, isn't he?
But he's always around, isn't he? So I thought they had some really hard verses.
There's nothing bad I can say about it. I couldn't go into detail about it without putting the tracks on and being like,
picking apart.
This is the bar, and
that was my thing. I only managed to listen to this album through about 3 times since we last spoke to now. So I was going to pick apart like all my favourite lyrics or like standout ones, but because it's so like packed full the whole way through, I didn't have time to just stop and be like, right, I'm going to choose these 5 lyrics, That was a really good album, man. I really enjoyed it.
Should we do for next week?
Right, so
now. So that was amazing.
That was it. So Jack's album got an amazing review, so he's happy with his.
Alright.
We're going to do a rock, paper, scissors now between me and Victor to see
it's a
what next
showdown.
week. So it's on the 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mixed
So,
signals.
yeah, so it's on 4, yeah?
Yeah, I
So it's
know.
on 4, yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Damn.
Oh shit. Okay.
Slap. Oh,
I've
so
double rocked it.
that is a Jordan win.
That is a Jordan win.
So you guys ready?
I'm ready.
So it's a hip hop album because
It's another hip hop album.
as we spoke about kind of
massive hip hop, yeah.
last time, I'm a big hip hop fan, not into much other music.
Okay.
As of yet, until these guys get me into it, obviously.
Yeah.
So I was going to choose, deciding for ages, about half a week, if it was going to be between The Roots, Undone,
Yeah.
or Pharoah Monch's PTSD.
Okay.
But I felt those were albums you would both enjoy almost certainly, and I do as well. So I thought I'd choose an album which some songs you'll definitely like, but I'm not sure how you're going to feel compared to me, who loves this rapper a lot.
Okay.
Don't know how you guys are going to feel in comparison. So it's Proofs, Searching for Jerry Garcia.
Oh,
Okay.
mate.
And I know you've probably heard 1 or 2 songs. I reckon you've heard 2 songs off this album,
Alright.
probably, which is Forgive Me and Kurt Cobain.
Yeah.
Write that down in a
So
bit.
yeah, right down
I
afterwards.
got that.
Yeah.
So I think it's 2005 release.
Yeah.
It's about a year before his death. So interesting. You guys excited for that album?
I'm
or-
excited.
You
I'm
are?
excited.
Yeah.
It's more hip hop. It's more hip hop.
Yeah, it's more hip hop.
I've heard a couple of tracks with Proof and enjoyed them, and obviously D12.
Yeah, you'll be surprised.
Proof's
Flippin',
the
I
life in
noticed
D12s, but
most difference between his group work and his solo work is like huge. I didn't expect it
Really.
when I first started listening to him. You still got
Well, let's save it. Let's save it.
Yeah, save it.
Let's
Yeah,
save it.
save it.
We're not talking about it.
I could talk so much.
That's
about
next
this.
Come back next week.
I'm a very big fan.
Listen
of
to the
his.
album.
Please come back next week.
Guys, mix games as well. Check them out. Yeah, check them out. Let us know what you think.
Yeah.
And check out Ghostface. Shout out.
Yeah,
to
check it out.
Ghostface,
Yeah,
that's dope.
big shout out to Ghostface.
Check out Ghostface. I think we have a one final V-Man advert on the way, I believe. Our sponsorship.
Yeah.
Let's play that for you.
Hey, I'm Mork from Mork's Emporium here once again with my new promotion on Mork's Talking Tulips. Do you sit in your garden upon hours yearning for plant-based conversation? Are your clovers not complimentary? Well, now there's a solution. With Mork's Talking Tulips, garden conversing has never been easier. So come down now and even throw in a free racially inappropriate rose for free. That's Mork's Emporium. See you soon.
I think Mork's my favourite person ever. I love Mork.
Mork is a real philanthropist.
He's a real salesman.
He's got all the ideas.
He's got the gift of the gaff.
He has got the gift of the gab. He has.
Now we're going to come to, I think, what is probably one of our favourite bits of the podcast. Can I get a cheeky little jingle there for job interviews?
The fake job interviews, they're really fake.
And this is a a game we like to play.
Called What Would You Bring to the Table?
What would you bring to
What
the
can you bring
table?
to the
What would you bring to the table is what it's called.
Well, that's what it's
not
called.
called fake job
No.
interviews.
That's definitely Jack's fault, not
That
mine.
was my fault.
In this game, we have 2 interviewers and 1 interviewee trying to get a job, but they don't know what job it is, and it's all improvised on the spot. And basically, just have a laugh of it. Really enjoyed it.
It's good
Last
fun.
week we had a milk labelling company, was it?
Yes.
And I was trying to get the job, and I think I got the job by the sounds of it.
Yes.
I
Very
you did.
hands-on. But this week, Jack has come to me and Victor and our mighty kind of
Expertise.
expertise
Yes.
and our enterprise of a business.
Alright, so I'm gonna, unlike you, I'm not sat in the room already for the interview. I'm gonna knock first.
You're going to knock,
Because
okay.
I'm not a total imbecile.
Okay. Me and Victor are just kind of, we're looking at each other, we're nodding like,
We're looking at our business critiques.
So,
Come in, young man.
can you
Hello.
close the door behind you, please?
oh yeah, of course I can.
Would you like to take a seat?
I'm back. Hi, hey, sorry. How's it going?
That's all good, so
Good.
good. Yes,
Good.
yes. Great to
Nice
see you
to
again,
meet you.
actually. See your second interview.
Yes, second round.
Congratulations on making it
well,
through
thank
the.
you. Thank you very much.
Very
well,
impressed,
Thank,
very
thank you for having me back out of the wall. There was me and that other guy last time.
Yep,
but it's
Jamie.
fine, I'm
Yep,
Jamie.
Gone.
That's his
Yeah,
name.
we yeah.
Yeah. So. I'm here.
So what do you think how that first interview went with us and what you learned about the company from it.
Do you know what? I'm going to be straight with you right now.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoyed the interview. You know,
That's good. We try
I
and make
felt
it enjoyable.
I felt like, you know, if Jamie wasn't there, it would have gone a lot smoother.
Mm-hmm.
You know, no, I'm not disrespecting Jamie in any way, shape, or form. But I just feel like, you know, could have really had time to talk about the business a little bit more.
So is there anything you want to get off your chest then that you couldn't do in the first interview? Now you've got just us two.
Yeah. No, so it says in my CV, I'm a keen typer.
Mm-hmm.
That is true. So
Yes.
last time I said I struggle with typing a little bit, but I've bulked my CV up. I was lying to make Jamie feel a little bit better about himself.
Yeah, well,
I am a keen
so
typer.
are you also a keen liar though?
Yes.
Because you've just lied to two of your hopeful future bosses.
I have.
Yes. And we love that.
Yes.
Lying is
Good.
so key.
that showed balls.
That showed balls
showed
there.
balls.
I'm
Be
glad.
taking our job soon, won't he?
Yeah.
What a kiddie.
Goodness.
Yep.
Yes.
Cool.
That's what happened. Well, tell me what what the job title, what the job role entails.
You don't know what the job title is, did you say there?
No.
This is a second interview
I
process. We
didn't
assumed you would researched
the
into us.
company.
I did research into the company. The actual job description on the website
Yeah.
was fish maker.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
what is
So, you know, things like sea monkeys and like different types of fish.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I
Yeah.
do.
So we combined two different species of fish like sea monkeys and carp, and we make carp monkeys.
Carp
Mhm.
monkey.
That's just one of our products.
Yeah.
Just optimum tasting fish like koi and shark.
Mm-hmm.
We call it koi shark.
And then we put a caramel glaze on top and we sell it to the public.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I did read the website, but it said nothing about the caramel glaze.
Oh, this is it's a new recipe we're trying. I'm rather fond of myself.
Yeah.
And if you get this job, we'd actually like you to head up the caramel glaze section.
That's amazing.
Do you know how we test the fish?
I don't.
You
know.
don't?
Well, we should probably tell you then.
Yeah, I'd like to know. Yeah.
So, how delicate is your tongue?
On a scale of 1 to 10, 1
On a
being
She's not very pleased to
2,
very
10 being bulldog chewing a wasp.
Yes.
I'd say at least an 8.
Okay, that's very nice. No, it's nothing actually to do with the fish tasting process. We just eat it ourselves. But I just wanted to know that. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Right.
Personal details, really.
Yeah, just, some of our keen
Okay.
things.
You don't have to write that down.
Oh, it's
No, I saw you. It's just that I saw you write that down, and I feel like that isn't necessary for my caramel making fish.
Well, who's doing the interview here?
No, yeah.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Is that okay with you? I can,
Yeah, that's
I can
fine.
write what I want. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You can. I'm just. All right.
Sorry, we've got your mother's maiden name
Yeah.
as Schneebly.
It is. We're part of the Schneebly clan.
We don't discriminate here,
Okay.
but
But I feel like that you are about to discriminate.
Well, we've never had
a Scientologist.
here before.
So
We just wanted to make sure that you were comfortable working with other religions and people in general, and
yeah,
you'll be a good team player. Can you show us some examples of you being a team player?
I mean, keep the ghost stories to the minimum.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get it. I understand. This comes up every single interview about.
We don't discriminate
my
here.
Scientology.
Like I said, don't discriminate.
I am a member of the Church of Scientology.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not who I am.
Doesn't define you.
I'm a very keen young man.
Mm-hmm.
A proud member of the Schneebleys.
Yeah.
And
Pro liar.
and a pro liar.
Nice. I feel that those link really well with the pro line and the Scientology. It's a nice combo.
But we don't discriminate.
But we don't discriminate.
No.
Well, thank you for coming.
It's been
it's
been fantastic.
It's been interesting.
It is. It's always really
interview.
interesting.
And our receptionist may possibly, get in contact with you. May not. Depends how it goes,
Great. Okay. Do you want me to close the door behind me when I leave?
Yeah. Can you just send in, the other guy? Just send him in. Like we just all options. You know what I mean? We're just
Yeah.
send in Jamie.
Okay.
Yeah. Bye.
You can leave
leave.
now.
I'm going,
yeah.
no, I'm going, yeah.
You haven't shut the door.
Alright, I'm gonna. Just don't rush me.
What a twat.
Fuck me.
Fucking hell. Fish tasting, really.
I know exactly.
It's like I didn't even read the website.
Nothing. I don't want to discriminate.
Yeah.
You fools.
So that was
That was hijacked by Jamie.
Jamie.
You're not even real, Jamie.
I was trying to think of the name of the guy you'd come in with previously, and I couldn't think of it. I was like, sending the other guy. Was it Jamie?
Yeah.
It was.
It was
Nice.
Jamie. Yeah, it was Jamie.
Shout out to Scientology.
It's Scientology and everything they believe in.
Big shout out to the auditing Scientology.
So if you're listening to my voice right now, congratulations. You've leveled up. You've
made it to level.
finished at the end.
You finished level 2.
Finished level 2. Just I guess gone to level 3. There's not much you can do from this point. If you've sat through 2 hours of us talking, that's pretty impressive. You might as well go for free.
There's a bit of medal there somewhere.
Exactly. Before we end though, I've got a cheeky shout out request that was texted in to me this morning by a certain Charlotte Maskell,
Oh yeah.
who's a big fan of ours apparently. Even though we haven't put up a single episode. Yeah, actually, it's a lie. We have an episode on YouTube
We do.
right now under
Free.
Failing Actors. It is on YouTube right now. Well, there's going to soon be a Facebook page and everything, all official. We've got production in our name because we're
Find a way to download it for free.
find a way to. Oh, it's on YouTube, so definitely don't use a YouTube converter to put it onto your phone and then listen to our voices.
Because that's illegal.
Illegal.
Like most of our activities. So,
Like Scientology.
like Santa. Fucking hell. Yeah. So, yeah, one last time then it's freephoneactors@gmail.com. Catch you next week, maybe.
See you next week, guys.
Maybe
Bye-bye.
if we decide to do another one.